Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Sandal College Boys Section Online Class 7. Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Here is Akhtar Saeed, your English teacher. Open your books at page 58 of your English textbooks. We'll read unit number 5, Amar's Cafe. Before starting the text of the lesson Amar's Cafe, I would like to share the introduction to Amar's Cafe with you. Dear students, Amar's Cafe is a sad story of Amar's life. He is a daydreamer. He has a strong desire to make his life better. He makes a lot of plans but cannot succeed in fulfilling his desires. At last, he saves some money to buy a place adjacent to a park nearby his house and open his cafe there. He shares his dream with his wife, who feels that it is an other pipe dream like many others which could not be materialized. Actually, his wife was not satisfied with him. His wife thought that her husband is not a practical person. He is just a daydreamer. He cannot progress in his life. But Amar is determined to open his cafe. Thinking about his dreams, he is unfortunately struck against a truck and dies there. So his obsession with his pipe dream brings about his death. Now let's start read the text of the lesson Amar's Cafe. The plot of the land stood adjacent to the park. Adjacent means close to, adjoining, साथ मिला हुआ. Nobody had thought of developing this site. Developing means make better. Nobody thought to make the site better because everyone had assumed. Assumed means supposed, guessed, it was part of the park. Actually, all the people forgot whether it was a plot or it was a part of the park. So nobody thought of developing this site. Nobody thought of improving this site. A building had once stood on the plot. On this plot there was once a building, a house, but now there was only a heap of rubble. Heap means pile, ढेर, अंबार of rubble. Rubble means ruins of broken building. टूटी हुई बिल्डिंग का जो मलबा होता है, यानी वो जो घर वहाँ था अब वो टूट फूट का शिकार हो चुका था और अब वहाँ सिर्फ उसका मलबा रह गया था. 3 or 4 walls still remained outlining. Outlining means sketch. Only 3 or 4 walls of that house, the house that had broken down now, and the rubble of that building was there. Rubble means ruins of broken building. Only 3 or 4 walls still remained outlining. Outlining means sketch, where rooms had once been. But it would only be a matter of time before these too crumbled. Crumbled means crushed, broken. And they would also break down the walls and joined the large heaps of debris. Heaps means I have already told you, pile, ढेर, अंबार. Debris means debris and rubble are synonymous to each other. Debris means ruins of broken building. मलबा जिसे कहते हैं on the ground. यानी उन दीवारों ने भी टूट फूट के उसी मलबे का हिस्सा बन जाना था. Bricks, stone, slabs, rotten bits of wood with protruding nails. Protruding means projecting, jutting out. यानी वो वहाँ लकड़ी के कुछ पीसीस थे जिनमें लोहे के कील बाहर निकले हुए थे. Broken glass and twisted rusting metal along with heaps of smashed tiles. Smashed means broken. There were a lot of things there were widely strewn around the area. Strewn means scattered. All these things were scattered in that area because nobody took care of the place, and there were a lot of things scattered there. Some partially and dangerously hidden and covered by a thick undergrowth. Undergrowth means bushes. वहाँ बहुत सारी झाड़ियाँ उगाई थीं, वो उनके ऊपर चढ़ आई थीं. Of thorn shrubs and grasses. There were a lot of thorn shrubs and grasses there that had covered most of the things which were scattered there. A large mulberry tree stood in what was at one time the front garden of the house. There was a small piece of land in front of the house and there was a mulberry tree. Mulberry शहतूत के दरख्त को कहते हैं. But this too had now been swallowed up. Swallowed up means engulfed. यानी वो जो शहतूत का दरख्त था वो भी तकरीबन ख़त्म हो चुका था. And enveloped by creepers. Enveloped means wrapped up, covered. उसको कवर कर लिया था क्रीपर्स. क्रीपर्स बेलों को कहते हैं जो बेलें उगाती हैं. श्राउडिंग इट, covering it and stifling its growth. Stifling means repress, suffocating. यानी उस शहतूत के दरख्त की जो ग्रोथ थी, उसका जो बढ़ना था, उसको उस क्रीपर ने उसकी ग्रोथ को रोक दिया था. The overripe mulberries, वो जो ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा पके हुए शहतूत थे, unpicked and untasted. Nobody picked them and nobody tasted them. Nobody ate them save by birds. यानी वो जो परिंदों से बच गए थे वो शहतूत had fallen and rotted. Rotted means decayed, गल सड़ रहे थे. On the ground, blotching. Blotching means put marks, put spots, make marks, make spots. Innumerable surfaces. Innumerable means countless. बेशुमार surfaces with dried red smears. Red smears means red spots, red marks. आपको याद होगा कि शहतूत वो रेड कलर के होते हैं. जब ज़मीन पे पक के गिर जाते हैं तो वो जगह जगह फिर उनके निशान पड़ जाते हैं. There was a time when the boys of the neighborhood had climbed the branches of mulberry and delighted. Delighted means glad, happy in picking and savoring. Savoring means enjoy, relish the sour fruit. यानी वो शहतूत के दरख्त के ऊपर चढ़ जाते और वो जो खट्टे मीठे शहतूत होते थे वो खाते थे. But now no one ventured on. Ventured means dared to do a difficult task to this uncared for sight. वेंचर्ड ऑन, अब कोई जुरत नहीं करता था वहाँ जाने की. वट वंस हैड बीन अ फ्लरिशिंग हाउस. फ्लरिशिंग मीन्स ग्रोइंग, प्रोग्रेसिंग हाउस एंड गार्डन, पल्सेटिंग विद लाइफ एंड लॉफ्टर. Pulsating means throbbing with life and laughter. Now stood empty, desolate. Desolate means deserted, empty. Deserted and empty have the same meanings and forgotten. It means that nobody dared to go to that place where there was a mulberry tree, and with mulberry tree there was once a house, but there were a lot of things scattered over there, broken pieces of tiles, bricks and a lot of other things, so nobody went there now. Amar lived not far from this unusual sight. Dear students, actually now starts the story of Amar. Till now we have just read that there is a park and adjacent to that park there is a plot. Once there was a house in that plot and there is a mulberry tree also in front of the house. That was once the garden of that house. Actually Amar wants to start his cafe in that plot. Amar lived not far from this unusual sight in a house that he had acquired. Acquired means got, gained, with hard earned. Hard earned means get with hard work. जो उसने बड़ी मेहनत से वो अपना घर हासिल किया था. With hard earned money. He passed the site by the park every day. वो रोज़ाना उस पार्क के पास से गुजरता था. On his way to work, riding his bicycle, or more often than not pushing it ahead of him, for attached to it were two large baskets laden with. Laden means loaded with his wares. Wares means goods for sale. Actually वो अपने साइकिल पे ब्रास की चीज़ें वो बेचने के लिए लेके जाया करता था. तो वो अक्सर जो था वो उस पार्क के पास से गुजरता था. He dealt in brass and had done so for more years than he could count. He had been dealing in brass for many years and he could not count those years. It means that he had been working for many years in brass. The work, हार्ड बारगेनिंग। हार्ड बारगेनिंग मीन्स सेटलिंग प्राइस ऑफ द थिंग्स, यानी जब आप चीज़ें ख़रीदते हैं तो उनका भाव ताव करते हैं। व्हेन मेकिंग हिज परचेसेस, व्हेन ही वेंट टू द मार्केट टू परचेस, to buy brass items, he settled the price of things with a lot of argumentation and discussion and more hard bargaining when selling to the customers. And he went into hard bargaining when now he was to sell those things to his customers with an eye for, with an eye having a purpose for a good deal, so that he might be able to get more money from the customers. So he went into a hard bargaining with his customers, had made him weary. Weary means tired. He had to bargain first in the market to buy the things, then he went to the customers, and the customers when came to him, and he had again gone into the hard bargaining with them so that he might get good profit from them, and all this work had made him tired. अब वो थक चुका था, इतने सालों से वो काम कर रहा था, तो अब वो थक चुका था, and he now spent many hours of the day and night thinking about doing something that was a bit more settled. Settled means calm, peaceful. Actually, as I have told you, that he had tired, and that's why he wanted to leave that business of brass items which he sold to the customers. Now he wanted to start some other business other than this bicycle business. He took his bicycle and went around the area to sell those things to the customers. How pleasant it would be to have some employment job. He was thinking to have some good job that did not require many miles of footwork. He had to go on foot for many miles and he had tired, so he wanted to start such a job as might give him some peace and calm. He had often mused. Mused means thought. He had often thought to start some job, to get some job where he had not to go on foot for miles. I am going to open a cafe, Amr said to his wife abruptly. Abruptly means suddenly. One morning, he suddenly said to his wife, I am going to open a cafe, as he was preparing to set off for work. Set off means leave, go. When he was about to go to his work, I mean to sell his brass items to the customers. Before going, he said to his wife abruptly, suddenly, I am going to open a cafe. कि मैं एक कैफ़े स्टार्ट करने जा रहा हूँ. Yes, agreed Maham. Maham is the name of his wife. I mean Amar's wife, Maham. Without further comment. She did not comment, for she had heard him voice his plans for the future on many occasions before. Times. She had already heard him many times that he often discussed his dreams, his wishes with his wife, but he never fulfilled his desires. So his wife thought that it is just a pipe dream and he would not be able to materialize his dream. Nothing had ever come of these schemes of his, and she had always ridiculed them, made fun of them. वो उनका मजाक उड़ाया करती थी. यानी आमर जब भी को कहता था कि मैंने ये काम स्टार्ट करना है, तो वो उनका मजाक उड़ाया करती थी, चूँकि वो समझती थी कि ये सिर्फ इसकी ख्वाहिशात ही हैं, हवाई किले हैं जो ये बनाता रहता है, तो ये कभी भी उनको पूरा नहीं कर पाएगा. So and she had always ridiculed them as being mere pipe dreams. Pipe dreams means future plans. He always discussed a lot of plans with his wife, but he never fulfilled his future plans, his desires, his wishes, his dreams. So his wife actually did not pay any attention to him when he said that I am going to open a cafe. There you go again, she had said with good humor in days gone by. In the past days, she would often say with good humor, happily, in a good mood, there you go again, कि आप दोबारा शुरू हो गए हैं. You and your grand schemes, settle down. Have you settled down somewhere? Will you be able to have a peaceful and cool life? I would like to see it. She would say, I would like to see when you would be able to materialize your dreams, materialize the wishes. There is no more chance of that than of my becoming president. She says, you cannot materialize your desires, and the chances of your materializing the desires is equal to my becoming the president. As I cannot become the president of the country, in the same way you cannot materialize your desires, materialize your wishes. कि बस आप ख्याली पुलाव ही बनाते रहते हैं, करते कुछ नहीं हैं. There was no laughter now. There was no laughter. She did not even smile this time. Simply a quiet resignation. Quiet means silent. Resignation means acceptance. As she has accepted the situation that her husband would not be able to change their life, she had long given up. Given up means left hope of a change in their circumstances. Circumstances means conditions, situations. She had realized, she had accepted that her husband would never be able to progress, they would not be able to have a better life. So she got silent. His extended absences from home had not suited either of them. He had to go away from the home for many hours, and it was not suitable for both of them. I really mean it this time. He told her, Amar told her, now I really mean. He actually wanted to say that he had determined to open a cafe, that he would definitely tell her. He assured her, comprehending. Comprehending means understanding the disbelief in her eyes. He knew that there was disbelief in the eyes of his wife, because he knew that his wife did not believe him, because he had a lot of dreams that he had discussed with his wife, and never ever he was able to materialize his dreams. So that's why his wife did not believe when he said that he wanted to start a business. I have already found a place to build it, my cafe. Actually, now he wants to start a cafe, that is. And the money is in the bank. The deposit is secure at any rate. Secure means safe. The deposit means the money that he has kept in the bank. He says that his money is safe. And what is more, the old lady. Actually, this old lady is the owner of that plot, is the owner of that house that had crumbled down, that had broken down. And the old lady is the owner of that house. And the old lady has assured me that I can pay the rest in my own good time. The old lady had assured him that he could be able to give the money to the old lady, the rest of the money to the old lady, when he was able to pay her, when he had good times, when he had money enough to pay to that lady. You will see, we shall be more settled, more content. Content means satisfied, and much happier at long last, and we can both work as a team. Actually, he wants to tell his wife that we both will run that cafe. His wife will also be able to work with him in his cafe. Steady on, Amar, soothed Maham. Soothed means calmed. Maham, suspecting. Suspecting means disbelieving. संभल जाओ आमर, उसकी बीवी ने उसको तसल्ली देते हुए कहा, समझाते हुए कहा. अगरचे she was not hopeful that her husband might be able to start this business, as she thought that it is another pipe dream, as he has already been discussing with her, that he was getting carried away by his fancies. Fancies means desires, dreams. She thought that it is another pipe dream, as he has always been discussing with her. What place? What deposit? What lady? She did not know anything about these things. That's why she said, what place? What deposit? What lady? Amar did not look at her directly or give her an answer right away. He pulled the length of a rope of a hook on the wall and used it to tie up one of the baskets that was in danger of coming away from the bicycle frame. He did not answer to his wife. Rather, she took a rope from the hook and began to tie a basket with his bicycle so that it might not come away, it might not fall down. That would not do at all, he thought to himself. As he heaved means use force to move. जैसे ही वो रस्सी को खींचने लगा तो वो उसने अपने आप से सोचा ऐसे काम नहीं चलेगा. On the loose end, as he heaved on the loose end of the rope and fastened means tied, knotted it to the basket. जैसे ही उसने उस रस्सी को उस बास्केट के साथ बांध दिया तो अपने हिसाब से उसने सोचा that would not do at all, ऐसे बात नहीं बनेगी. To have all my wares tumble down. Wares means goods that he wanted to sell to the customers. Tumble down, fall down accidentally because of one loose string. कि एक अगर लस्सी ज़रा ढीली रह जाए तो बास्केट तो फिर गिर जाएगी और उसमें जितने ब्रास के आइटम्स हैं वो सारे गिर जाएंगे. What a thought! What place? Replied Amar eventually. Eventually means finally, at last. At last, after much thinking, Amar replied to his wife, what place, having taken his time in coming up with a satisfactory explanation. He actually, he was thinking about the answer. Why? What place? Why the one on the corner? What place? The place that is there on the corner next to the park, as we discussed in the beginning of this lesson. You know, the one with the mulberry tree in it, where our boys used to play so long ago. Actually, now boys do not go to that place because there is debris. There are a lot of broken pieces over there. I found out who the owner of that land is now, and I have agreed to buy it. Actually, this old lady is the owner of that house, and Amar says that he has discussed with the lady and the lady has agreed to sell his house, his plot to Amar. I have been putting away a little money each week for years, Maham. He says to Maham that I have been saving a little money every week for years. Now I have enough money to buy that land. It is all agreed. So there is no use in trying to deter me from this. Deter me means prevent, stop. Actually, he wants to say to his wife Maham, you cannot stop me from buying that land and starting my own cafe there. The bank is going to lend me the money. The old lady has agreed to sell it to me. I shall start to clear the land on Saturday. Our cafe will not be a dream for much longer. He shares his plans with his wife that he has arranged everything to buy that piece of land, and he will be able to open his cafe in that plot, and he will clear everything in the coming Saturday. That's all of today's lecture, dear students. Actually, this is the first half of the lesson. The second half of the lesson will be discussed in the next lecture, and after that I will give you the whole video of this whole lesson. Till some next lecture, take a very good care of yourself and your dear ones. Thank you very much.